G'day, I'm Phil Smith. I'm the local hypnotherapist in Bundaberg. Now, I'd like to talk to you about smoking. Alrighty. Now, a couple of important things about smoking. A person who's on a packet a day, that's easier to work with than 5 a day. Alright? 5 a day person goes, I'm going to do this, this and this, and then I'm going to have a cigarette. And then I'm going to get these jobs done, and then I'm going to have another. And then when I've finished lunch, I'm going to have another. They plan the day around it. Okay? So if you're coming to see me with the smokes, I'd rather you not be reducing down to 5 a day and then coming to see me. Okay? Because you've now made the job harder. The 30 a day smoker, or however many, who doesn't think about it, they're actually quite easy to work with. Alright? So where people are concerned because they, I'm a 40 a day or a 50 a day, they're the easiest ones. Alright, so just take that on board. So the unconscious smoker is the better hypnotic subject when it comes to actually becoming a non-smoker. Alright? Now, when you do come along, you're welcome to bring a friend who wants to sit in and see how everything runs, because what I do is I sit you down in the seat. We have a decent yarn, and if we're dealing with other matters that your friend's got some insight to, so our partner's quite handy at times, then we also discuss those things and make sure that anything that's necessary we work with in our sessions. Okay? So this is where it's very, very targeted to the individual. Now, it takes 2 sessions. Those sessions need to be 3 to 7 days apart. I need time for the changes to settle into place before I do that second session. And I need it to be where there's not too much time in case there are any little problems that become big problems. Alright, so we kill the monster while it's little. So, 2 sessions, $200 per session. $200 is less than what the hourly rate is actually for this type of therapy. And I do it 3 hours at a time, so you're getting a big discount off that. I need to see that people are getting in and out of here and they are feeling much better for it. Okay, how effective is it? Big question. The main figure is 88%. Okay, different studies, they record it between 80 to 90, well 81 to 90 I should say. So the main figure that I've come up with is 88% from those studies. Alright, now these are university studies, this isn't somebody in their office writing up their own material. So, comparing that to other methods, no assistance, 5%. Okay, so 1 in 20 will succeed. Alright, and they've probably succeeded a bunch of times before, for short periods, but we count it as 1 year. Alright, so 5% for the no assistance. Nicorette gum, 7 to 8%. Okay. Problems are it constricts the vessels in your gums, retracts your teeth. Retracts the gums around the teeth. It tends to be a problem, and you really need to talk to your dentist before you really think about that, because that's the person that's going to see the effects. Okay, placebo. So somebody telling you that something will work is 8%. So that's actually equal to the higher end of the Nicorette, which is interesting. Zyban is at 16%. Now, Zyban's a psychotropic, so you need to take that into account. There's no such thing as side effects, they're all effects. Okay, just one of them you're after, the rest of them you don't. So 16% for the old medication approach of Zyban. The newer approach is Champax, 22%, and that comes with a swag of problems as well. It's a psychotropic that should have only been issued from a psychiatrist. Being a psychotropic, somehow the drug companies have managed to get it under the general drug writing. Okay, leave that to the conspiracy theorists. The GP who's issuing that, I'm really stunned, shocked and just a little bit surprised that they're able to do so. So, now Champax is actually equal to group hypnosis. Individual hypnosis, 88%. Group hypnosis, 22%. So, if you're offered just those two, I'd be taking the group hypnosis, because you're not going to have those other effects. Okay, by personalising every single case, and you've got to look into how a person thinks, what their situation is, what profession they are, which relates to how they think. You know, you work with a muso different than you work with an engineer, different to how you work with a tradesman. Okay, a housewife, a shop assistant, or all of these things, you have to slightly put on a different head when working with them. Okay, so this is why the non-personalised approaches really aren't very effective. So at 88%, that's what the effectiveness is. Now, you're welcome to bring along a friend. They can sit in. I need a couple of days notice usually when I'm working with people. I do work at all sorts of funny hours, because having done a lot of shift work myself, I have to accommodate other people, and I do weekend work. Alright, so by all means, if you would like to send me some questions, some queries, by all means, I'd like that. Okay, I've been doing this for 25 years, I enjoy this, and I would like to share it with more and more people. Great, thank you.